a yogic squat, as we always do. So toes pointing out. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, sinking down, all the way down. Yogic squat. Push the elbows, into the knees. And nice flat spine. Head at center. And then we're going to come down to sit, but try and use your core. So arms forwards, round the spine, and gently tuck to rest the hips down. And here we'll do a little boat pose. So boat pose, different for everyone depending on where you're at. Pulling knees into chest, squeezing the knees together. First option is literally just to roll back so your tiptoes are touching down. If we want to go further, we can lift one leg, maybe lift the other leg, maybe extend the arms. And then if we're really feeling it, we can straighten one leg, maybe straighten the other leg. Yes, and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the feet down, hold on to the fronts of the knees, chest in between, and maybe take a little rock from side to side as well. And we'll go again, squeezing the legs together, rocking back, and then finding your boat pose. Wherever you're at, really try and press your knees and your thighs together if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower feet down, separate them. We're going to go into reverse tabletop. Another core, but also arm strengthening. So hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up, gaze to the ceiling, or dropping, not dropping the head all the way back. Gaze to the ceiling or chin to chest. Exhale, lower the hips, just roll the shoulders a couple of times. And we'll do that one last time. Hands behind, lift the hips, gaze chin to chest or gaze to the ceiling. Squeeze your abdominal muscles. Great. Lower the hips down. And we'll go for a hip opener in this seated position. So you want to bring ankle on top of the thigh. And you can either keep it relaxed like this, or if you want to go deeper, you can bring that, sit up towards the calf and bring the leg closer towards you. So it looks pretty weird from that angle actually. It's like my leg is like dislocating. But yeah, the more you walk your chest towards the calf, the deeper the stretch along the outside of the hip. And you really want to keep this foot flexed here, because when your knee comes into a right angle, the flexed foot puts the knee in a safe position. Great, and if you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can cradle the calf and the arms. You can drop this lower leg down and try and sit up and rock the calf in towards you, but we're trying to keep nice and upright through the spine. Great, and we'll switch sides. So foot down, bring the other ankle on top from the side. Looks like this, so you want to try and stay as straight as you can through your back as you bring that calf in towards you. We take a couple of breaths just sitting here, flexing the foot as much as we can. And then cradling the leg, interlocking the hands, and you can just take this other leg down and give it a few rocks, trying to stay upright. Let's go straight from here into a seated twist. So take this foot and place it on the outside of the lower leg. So we're in this, and we want to have both bum cheeks down on the floor. So you're going to take the same hand as the bent leg behind you and wrap the other arm around and twist to look behind you. Uncurl yourself. Now there's a way we can get into this without moving our legs by spinning around, but it's confusing when we try and do it for the first time. So what you're going to do is move your hands, don't move your feet. You're going to swivel on your feet, but they're going to stay where they are. Reach your hands over to the side of the front leg, and then you can watch me first. You're going to lift your hips, walk the hands all the way around, and you should find yourself on the other side. But it's easier said than done. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yay! Perfect. We did it. That's the first time. Like, I know there's only 2 of you, but it's the first time that everyone has done it. And for the twist, make sure both your butt cheeks are down. Then you want to take same side hand as bent knee behind you, wrap the other arm and look behind you. Great. Brilliant. Uncurl yourself, and we'll go into our classic seated forward fold. So extending the legs out in front of you, really flexing your feet like there's a wall behind them, or even as if you had a strap around them and you were pulling them. Inhale, lift your arms up. Feel yourself lifting up as you lower down. And with these forward folds, I always say, if you feel like very crunched up when you bring the arms forwards, if you feel like your shoulders are really hunching, instead take the hands by the hips, pull the shoulder blades back and down, and try and fold with length through the spine. So it's almost like you're an aeroplane. And think, instead of thinking about reaching your hands towards your toes with all your might, think about the very top, the crown of your head being pulled towards your feet. At the same time, you're thinking about length coming between each vertebral disc, and a slight pulling in of your abdominal muscles can also help in this fold. Go a little deeper with each exhalation. Great. Inhale, lift yourself up. We're going to come down onto the back, but through a core roll down. So really using our core, bending the knees, feet on the floor, extending the arms forwards, tucking the tailbone, and slowly rolling yourself down vertebrae by vertebrae until all the way down on the mat or on the floor. We're going to do a bridge pose here, but a slightly different bridge pose to the one I usually teach. So this is like a butterfly bridge is the best name I can find for it. So you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and open your legs out to each side. And then you're going to press into the outsides of the feet to lift the hips up. So this is not only a back bend, but it's also a hip strengthener and glute strengthener as well. You can press your hands into the floor, or if you want an extra challenge, you can take the arms up above your shoulders. Nice. Exhale, lower the hips down. Take a moment, we're going to do 2 more. And remember as well to keep the abdominal muscles engaged when you lift here. When you're ready, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Take a nice moment. And then last time, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. We're going to find a twist. Arms out to either side, palms down. Knees towards one another. Crossing the right leg over the left. Thread the foot or keep it loose, it's really up to you. And then you're dropping the knees away from the, you're dropping the knees towards the side of the lower leg. And as they drop, look away from your knees, press both shoulders down into the mat. Imagine your body being rinsed like a flannel or a sponge, all the toxins being squeezed out of your midsection. Inhaling, knees to center. Unwrap. Other leg. Thread the foot. Knees to the left, right, or actually whichever way, just towards the bottom leg. And then look away from your knees. Release through your exhalations. Inhaling, knees to center. Unravel, top leg. We'll do a little bit of self-massage. So take your thumbs and start to massage the fronts of your hip flexors. And you can go as deep or as soft as you like with your thumbs, but you're just moving them around in circles across all the attachments at the fronts of the hips, giving them a nice release. And then you can take your thumbs, you can turn your hands so the thumbs come to the outsides of the hips, fingers onto the fronts of the hip flexors, and just massage around the outsides of the hips as well. Again, going as intense or as gentle as you wish. Great, and then the last little stretch we're going to do on our back here before our meditation is happy baby. So keep the pelvis down, really glue it down to the floor, bend the knees, and either wrap your elbows around your knees or hands to the outsides of the feet and just rock from side to side, massage your lower back down onto the surface underneath you. And then finally release your legs, take them down long along the floor, take them just slightly wider than your hips and just let the feet fall out to each side. Take your arms slightly away from your torso, palms facing up. And we'll begin this meditation by going into a breathing exercise. This is called 3-phase breath. So you want to start by bringing the breath into your abdomen, but you don't want to take the whole inhalation. So you separate your inhalations and your exhalations into 3 phases. So we inhale into the abdomen, we continue inhaling and we bring the breath up into the rib cage. And the last little bit of inhalation, we bring it right up to the collarbones. And then we do the opposite on the exhalation. Exhale out the very top of the chest. Then exhale, draw your diaphragm in so the lower ribs come together. And last but not least, draw the abdomen in, squeezing all the air out of the lower belly. And repeat in the reverse. Inhale, abdomen. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, very top of the chest. Exhale, top of the chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, abdomen. Inhale, abdomen. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, top of the chest. Exhale, top of the chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, abdomen. Keep going with this 3-phase breath in your own time for a few more rounds. Do one more round of this breath, and then allow your breath to fall into a natural rhythm. Relaxing the muscles of respiration and just letting the breath flow in the most natural way possible for your body. I want you to begin to visualize a glowing ball of light underneath your feet. This is a warm, golden, glowing light. And with your next inhalation, this ball of light enters your body in through your feet. And all the muscles in your feet relax. This warm light rises up to your ankle joints, and you feel a softening and relaxing in your ankles. The light then reaches your calf muscles, and you feel your calf muscles softening away from the bone. And as this glowing light passes through your body, if there are any areas that are tense, injured, sore, or just feel a bit blocked, the light, it's an intelligent light, and it glows brighter and stronger at those points of tension, cleansing them and releasing them. Inhaling, the light draws up to the knees, the knee joints. They soften and relax. And then up to the thigh muscles, which soften and relax away from the bone. This golden, warm light draws up and pours into the bowl of the pelvis, which sinks down into the mat underneath you. The lower hands softening and relaxing up into the wrists and the forearms. The elbow joints feeling the warmth of this glowing light. The abdomen and the pelvic floor. And then up into the solar plexus, the diaphragm. The upper arms softening and relaxing. The shoulder blades sinking down into the surface underneath you. And the golden light passes up to your heart center, and you feel this warmth spread through your chest. The warmth finally reaches the throat center, up to the jaw, releasing the lower jaw away from the upper palate. All the muscles in the face, particularly around the brows and the forehead. It's as if the sun is shining down on your face. And finally, right up to your scalp, to the crown of your head. And just allow your body to bask in this nourishing stillness, feeling the warmth that has entered through all of your pores to relax all your joints, your bones, your muscles. Knowing that true healing, true growth comes from a place of stillness and comes from a place of acceptance. So whatever may be going on in the outside external world or in your own personal world, feel a sense of acceptance wash over you. And with this sense of acceptance, the sense of gratitude for your body, for carrying you through the day, for doing all the little things that it does without you having to even think about it. Feeling a sense of gratitude for the breath coming in and out of the body, for all the five senses. And I'll just leave you for a few moments in silence to enjoy the sensations running through the body. Finally, begin to draw some deeper breaths down into the abdomen. And then gently introduce some movement to your hands and your feet. So you can just begin with the fingers and the toes, and then gradually bring these into wrist circles and ankle circles. Inhaling, lifting the arms up above the head for a full body stretch. Point your feet to make your body as absolutely long as you can. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose, stretch the body as long as you can. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and rock yourself gently side to side and also backwards and forwards, just massaging the lower spine down onto the surface underneath you. On an exhale, roll onto your preferred side. Make a little rest with the arm underneath the head. If you have your eyes closed, gently open them now. And then slowly bring yourself up into seated. And we shall finish practice with some breath of fire, which we did last week. So the breath which uses the pumping of the abdominal muscles to make sure our abdomen is really strong and engaged for the rest of the day. So just again to explain how it works before we start, we take a deep breath in through the nose, and then we take short, sharp exhalations, pulling the stomach muscles in towards the back of the spine. And we repeat this for around, let's do 30 of these. And then we inhale, hold the breath. When we hold the breath, we squeeze the abdominal muscles, squeeze the pelvic floor, and then release through the mouth. And we'll do this 3 times. So we're ready. Deep breath in and start. Inhale, hold the breath and squeeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale through the mouth. We go again. Inhale. Inhale. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And go. Inhale. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale. And we'll finish practice by chanting Om. So inhale, lift the arms up, take prayer. Exhale, bring the prayer down to heart center. We'll do 2 Oms today. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth with this sound. Inhale. Om. And again, inhale. Thank you guys so much. How do you feel?
Yeah, very relaxed.
Good, good. I think next week I'll do a similar style thing. So doing some like mostly a standing sequence, quite static, although I do have some good news. I have received a microphone that I ordered today in the post. So I'm going to try and get it working this weekend. Then hopefully if I can get it all together, next weekend I might actually be able to go outside to teach this class. So I could do like a normal yoga flow, because the issue I had not being able to teach outside is the audio. I didn't have an external mic, but now I've got one. Hopefully I can get it all working and I can actually do like a normal mat based flow, which will be really nice. So if you have any requests for the flow, anything you'd want to work on, just let me know. I might chat to the other guys, see the kind of stuff they've been doing in sessions, and see if I can kind of sync it up with that. Probably I'll definitely do some headstands as part of that if I'm outside. Should be really good. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I ordered, so I got quite a fancy one. Well, I don't know anything about microphones, so but it's a Rode wireless Go. I don't know if you've
nice.
If you know anything about those, Joe, or if you've ever used them.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used the Rode wireless, but Rode are a great brand. They're excellent manufacturer for microphones, so I'm sure you'll be. Has it got a little is it a headset one or?
No, it's a clip-on.
Oh, sweet.
It has a little like a little cat to go over it if you need it, and then it's got the other little like transmitter. I don't know what the term is, but I thought there's no point. I could. It's definitely something I'll use for a long time. So I thought there's no point in getting one that's like cheap or not great quality.
Yeah, sure.
So like, let me invest in a really like bit more professional so I can use it.
Excellent. Well, if you need a hand with any of it, just let me know. Feel free to like drop me a WhatsApp or something like that if you have any.
Thanks. Yeah, I definitely will. I'm gonna try. So I'm just in case. Are you guys on Instagram? Yeah. You're both.
I'll follow you.
Yes, I know. Yes. I'm teaching an Instagram live session tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
If you're about at 11, or even if you want to drop in at any point.
Is that on your personal page?
Yeah. So it will be an hour, and it's going to be. Hopefully, I will have got the mic sorted before then, so I can. But I might end up dropping you a message if I have any.
Cool. I'm up for that. 11 o'clock Insta Live.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've never done an Insta Live session before, so I'm a bit nervous, but
I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I followed I'd never actually done an Instagram live session, like taken part in a class before, and then I thought, well, I had a few people ask me to teach one, and then I thought, oh well, I'll do someone else's class to kind of see what it's like, and it was really fun because like everyone's like there's the comment stream going on.
Yeah. And you can put all these sweet little like hearts and stuff. Yeah. It's really cool, yeah.
It's so nice. So that should be fun. So join and spread the word as well.
Sure.
Have either of you got plans for today?
Just kind of chilling actually. I'll probably prep some work for my classes next week, and just taking it easy. Yeah.
It's the weekend after all.
Yeah, exactly. So. Every day is the weekend, right?
Yeah. The weekends are actually when I teach and work the most, so
yeah,
every weekday feels like a weekend to me.
Yeah.
How about you, Shannon?
No plans. I'm like still working as normal in the week, so I quite like to just chill at a weekend.
That's great. That's really nice.
Oh, yeah, cool. I'm loving your bakes and stuff, Shannon.
Oh god, I'm not eating any of them. Everyone keeps messaging me. Being like, how much weight have you put on? I was like, I'm not actually, because I can't eat any of it because I'm on like a really restricted like intolerance diet, but my other half eats them all.
Oh, it's nice though. He's really lucky to be able to product test.
Yeah.
What are you on the intolerance diet for? Because I had
So they think I've got IBS, but they're not, like, because there's not really a test for it. They try and take me off everything. So I had to give up gluten and dairy.
Yeah.
And the tests say that I'm not gluten intolerant, but I just feel personally that having given up gluten, I feel better.
Yeah. Well, I generally don't. I'm not gluten intolerant, but I generally don't eat gluten just through habit. But I stopped eating refined sugar about 3 years ago, and it like completely changed my life.
My skin even feels better for cutting out like everything.
Yeah. My skin,
natural food.
yeah, I was having like really bad hormonal issues for years, and I was vegan anyway, so I was already vegan, and I felt like I just couldn't work out, like I knew something was up. And then when I cut out refined sugar, so I still eat like fruit and like dates, and sometimes if my family bakes stuff, they'll use coconut sugar instead, or just basically unrefined sugar. Dates, really good to sweeten stuff. But yeah, once I cut out refined sugar, it was like
I'm the same with dairy as well. Like, I thought it was going to be really hard, and then cutting it out, I was like, I didn't realise how bad milk actually made me feel.
Yeah, you don't know how your body's
raised on it, aren't you? Like, my family just have everything, so I've grown up not really realising it. And the doctor was like, oh, you know, how do you feel having all these things? And I was like, well, I don't know, because I've never not had them, so I cut it all out.
Yeah.
I didn't realise how much of a negative impact it had on everything, like even my mood and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the main thing I noticed with sugar. Was I used to have such, I wouldn't even call them like energy crashes, but emotional crashes.
Yeah.
Like, part way through the day, I would feel depressed, like actually depressed, and it would happen at the same time every day, and doesn't happen anymore. So that's great. I think it had a lot to do with caffeine as well.
I was going to say, because every afternoon at around 2 or 3, I was getting really lethargic and like feeling really rubbish at work. And it was because I realised that when I'd cut out like Coca-Cola and stuff, that was when I used to drink it, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So the first few weeks without it, I was like, I'm so angry.
Yeah. Well, I hope I hope that all gets figured out for you anyway.
Thank you.
I know it's really tough when you're going through withdrawals and cutting things out. Like, I know what it's like. Cool. Well, I'll see you guys next week, and fingers crossed we'll be outside and we'll be doing a flow. So
hopefully see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.